Would I be the butthole for returning my husband's Christmas present after he snooped, opened and started using it? Just as a startup, I would like to say that he literally went digging to find the gift. I hid it in our attic in a tote of summer clothing, which he literally never gets into. He never steps foot in that attic because he is terrified of spiders. So, anyways, my husband has been saying for months that the only thing he wanted for Christmas was a VR headset. He's wanted one since they came out with them, so it's been a hot minute that he's been obsessed with these rigs. So when I found the VR he wanted on Black Friday for $200 less than the original asking price, I immediately bought it. When I got home with the gift, he was in the garage, so I quickly ran the item to the attic and hid it. The item was still in the box, in the bag, with the receipt. Not wrapped. When I was in the attic, my husband came inside and yelled up the stairs to ask what I was doing, and I told him I was sifting through stuff to see if I had any extra snow pants for a friend, which she had asked me for the day prior. He didn't question it, at that point. However, he must have felt something was up, because when I left for work the next day, he found the gift after he went snooping. I came home early from work due to them scheduling too many people on, and when I returned I found him in the living room with the VR all set up and him playing some game. Meaning he went through the entire setup process and downloaded games already. I was so pissed off and upset about this. Not only did he ruin the surprise, but I didn't get to see his effing face light up when he opened it, which I had been looking forward to. As soon as he heard me clear my throat, he ripped the headset off and said something like, "Oh, you're home early. I found this and wanted to test it out before you gave it to whoever you bought it for." I will admit that I immediately starting to cry was over the top excessive. I was just extremely bummed out. I think that's when he gathered that the item was for him. However, I walked out, got in my car and took off to our local park to sit by myself for a minute. He texted me and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know it was for me. You know how long I've wanted one of these bad boys, so I truly just wanted to test it out. I thought it was for your brother. But no offense, you are acting like you came home and saw me with another woman or something." I didn't respond. Would I be the butthole if I returned the gift because he snooped, opened it and ruined the surprise for me? NTA. You know this, but your husband is lying. He didn't think it was for your brother, he knew it was for him. Those VR headsets require you to either set up a new account or link an existing one, so by his own story, he took your brother's gift and just put all of his own crap into it? Come on. He knows he effed up, but is trying to deflect back on you by making you feel bad for your reaction. And by the way, given this exact setup, I would have cried too. Don't blame yourself for crying, it wasn't excessive, it was absolutely understandable. This response is 100% op. Talk to your husband, and if he can admit he was lying and didn't expect to be caught, don't return the present but do take it away until Christmas. He lied and tried to gaslight you. It was wrong to do on all levels regardless of his intent, but if he can't be honest with you, then AITA for returning the present. No one opens up a present for someone else and starts using it as a gesture of goodwill. I'd say let him continue using it, hopefully feeling guilt every time, and leave Christmas for him to unwrap nothing. His own fault for snooping. Sorry, you already got your gift. To be fair, if the guilt didn't stop him from opening it in the first place, then the guilt won't stop him from enjoying it before, during, or after Christmas. Edit. Why is this one of my most upvoted comments of all time? I'm genuinely confused. F it, give it to her brother after all. BBB bingo. Yup. This is exactly what I would do. And hubby gets socks and underwear. Now this right here. Original post, give it to your brother, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Oh please give it to the brother. 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 The only issue is that now Op's husband has the opportunity to use it. Best it's just returned so he can't feel like he still won somehow. He used it anyway, so won anyway. I don't know how it can be returned. And if it was such a good deal, it's better to be given to the brother so someone benefits. They are making it a lot harder to return headsets that have been used due to COVID. If you can't return it, and you got a good deal on it, then just sell it. You might get what you paid for it. I agree with this, I would bet that it would be pretty easy to sell it for what she paid for it, since she got it $200 less than the regular cost. That was my first though. That, and if he really thought it was for someone else, he never would have opened it and played with it. Yes, since he wanted to try it for so long and so bad and thought it was cool to open your brother's gift and use it, give it to your brother and tell your spouse his gift was getting to try it out before your brother did. Find a way to reset the data on the VR headset and give it to your brother. Give your husband socks and pajamas. Give him nothing, he deserves nothing. Coal. He deserves coal. This is what I was going to say. Also, why would she hide a gift for her brother in the attic? Unless the brother lives with them, I didn't get that impression, there'd be no need to hide the gift, much less in the attic. Also, who opens and uses somebody else's gift if it actually was for someone else? That's straight up entitled butthole behavior. I won't steal somebody's phone they were going to get for Christmas and set it up and use it just to try it out and see what it's like to have one. No, literally, F off for that excuse alone. He made himself look so much worse, to be honest. Don't know how or why he would think it would make the whole situation better. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. She simply would have been like, hey, I got my brother this VR headset for Christmas. No need to hide. While this is the most satisfying answer, if I were the brother, as much as I might want a VR set, I would vastly prefer to be left out of my siblings' marital issue. I like your style. Hubby can get a lump of coal. I was going to vote ESH if she returns it, but this solution is even more amazing. Plus, she can tell her brother all about how hubby used his gift. Out of curiosity, why would everyone suck if she returned it? Someone that snooped, lied, and then tried to make her feel bad doesn't deserve to keep it. That's my opinion, and I'm curious about yours. Ooh, let's be friends. He won't feel guilty. He deliberately went up to the attic and went through everything until he found it. No one tests a gift that is for someone else. He's an and lied to original post about it. He doesn't deserve the gift. No. But he might feel crafty with nothing to unwrap. Not one tiny morsel op. Not even an orange. He'd gawk about waiting for Christmas morning? Cool, he can enjoy the day with nothing special for him. She can return it and give him nothing to open on Christmas. These options are not mutually exclusive. This is what I'm saying. Take it back and don't get him anything. Matter of fact, buy yourself something you have been wanting and wrap it and put it under the tree for yourself op. Your husband was all the way in the wrong here and lied on top of it, then tried to make you feel bad for him being wrong. Take it back. It's been used and set up so she probably can't return it, but there's nothing to stop her from selling it on and buying herself a nice gift and her idiot a lump of coal. Or failing that, she can give it to her brother. I doubt it because he got what he wanted. Nope, he's already won the argument if he gets nothing but the VR gear. Op should donate it to a children's hospital. I used to work at a CD shop and a woman came in once because she wanted to return a CD that she said wasn't working properly. She has a receipt, so I said, no problem, I'll replace it for you with a new copy. Store policy was to replace with the exact same item, but I also had to open it, to ensure it couldn't be returned for cash if it turned out to be defective too, only eligible for replacement. The woman got fussed and told me it couldn't be opened because it was a gift for someone else and needed to be sealed in new condition. Of course, I pointed out that she had told me she was listening to it and that's how she knew it was defective, so it was already going to be gifted in used condition. She got quite indignant about that, laughing out loud. Also 99% sure she just didn't like it and wanted to return it for herself. Or rip the files on her computer. Free music. Op is definitely NTA. But this would piss me off enough that I would return the gift, or as others have explained, sell it on eBay for even more. Then I would give him the amount that I paid for it and keep the extra. I would tell him that him setting everything up in his own name and then lying to me about it took any joy I would have in giving him the gift. So here is the money instead, and you can go buy your own. I want nothing to do with it at this point. Of course, we all know he won't be able to buy it for that amount because she got such a good deal. But he deserves that as a consequence of being juvenile, disregarding her feelings, trying to deflect onto her, and for being an all-around jerk in this instance. Edit. Spelling. I feel like a jerk of a husband like this will somehow twist this around to make wife feel guilty for getting rid of it. That he'll manipulate the situation and find a way to make her the bad guy. That's why I thought let him have it and get him nothing at all. Because that's harder for him to twist in any way. But maybe this is just my own bias from dealing with narcissists. Laughing out loud. I get that. I'd leave his ass at his mom's because I just wouldn't have the time or patience to deal with his nonsense. I'd say for original post to pack up the VR set saying she is keeping it somewhere else and he can open it again on Christmas. Then return it and get him a pack of coal for him to open up. Original post will get that priceless look on his face that she was hoping for still. She should get only a Christmas card, only, and write that down. Sorry you already got your gift, love your loving wife. I'm not saying if I stole my present beforehand, but I've had people gift me presents beforehand for various reasons. I have no problem using and continuing to use the present that I've been gifted and opened with permission and not have it to open on the celebratory day in question. I don't think husband is going to be bummed out for not getting anything on Christmas if he continues to have the VR. I agree. Don't return it, but also don't get him anything else. This. Plus, if she bought the gift for her brother, why the F would she have to hide it in an upstairs attic away from her husband? He's 10,000% lying to you and a selfish asshat at that. NTA. The fact that his excuse is something that would be a much crappier move than opening his own gift, even if we assume he's being 100% genuine about testing it out, which, I agree, I don't think he is, that's a shocking level of selfishness and disregard. Right? Opening and using someone else's gift is a jerk move. Return it and go get a spider in an aquarium and gift him that at Christmas instead. Edit, terrarium not aquarium, that's what I get for commenting on Reddit at 5 a.m, thanks for the fix. Or he gets to keep it, but the only game installed is a giant spider nightmare. Terrarium. Spiders don't have gills, so they don't generally do so well in aquatic habitats. A scorpion would be cool, too. But I doubt they'd be well cared for. Husband will absolutely use the VR whenever original post isn't home. He's already very comfortable lying to her. I don't think he deserves it, even if he does fess up. What he did was really messed up, and he doubled down by lying. If he wants it, he can buy it himself. Nah, don't give him the present. He couldn't even own up to his mistake, he purposely went through looking and still is lying to op. He doesn't deserve to get this. NTA. This comment is the absolute truth. I would be just broken if my husband did that. Both my husband and I have difficulty waiting to gift our presents to each other, especially when it's a big surprise gift that we know the other is going to love. I would devastate it if he hunted down, found a big surprise, very desired gift and started using it without a word to me. It seems your husband has very little regard for your feelings and what he did. He knew damn well it was for him. He didn't even stop to consider how you would feel. Is he normally this impulsive to the point he can't help himself? Exactly this. Is this husband a teenager? He is definitely acting like a child. If not, he probably needs counseling. I also have difficulty waiting to give the gift because I'm so excited to see their face. I would bawl like a baby if he hunted the present down and opened it without me there. This was my first thought. How completely childish. Their marriage is probably hard enough on her when she's the only adult in the house. Punishing this guy will only make matters worse. I say let the jerk have it, whatever. Don't get him anything else for Christmas. He probably won't care because he already got exactly what he wanted. That was a serious jerk move. Serious. Makes me furious just thinking about it. Sorry to ramble. NTA. Good luck with your marriage op. My sympathies. And who opens other people's gifts? Seriously. Opening and using a gift you thought was for someone else is definitely ruder than snooping for your own present. If I thought it was for your brother is a lie, which my vote is yes, it's a bad lie because it makes him sound worse than the truth would. I was thinking this too. Even if he genuinely thought that it was for the brother, he is still TA. He had to connect everything, create or link his account, download games, and then he played the games as well. That's a lot to test a likely working gaming system that's not even his. Imagine it was actually for the brother and he opens the gift only to find it's been well used. NTA. And honestly, his response would piss me off even more, because he's trying to shift the problem from himself to you. Well, yeah, I opened the game, but you overreacted like crazy. Geez, what is your problem? Return it and get him $200 worth of socks, in the VR headset box. But make sure you hide the box again, just to see what happens this time. Don't return the VR, but do the socks thing. Just not $200 worth. Just enough to fill the VR box. Put the VR headset in a boring brown box and wrap it up and hide it at a friend's place. Give that VR to your brother and then put the socks in the VR box. When he opens it, just say you were right, that brother would appreciate the VR headset more. I appreciate your sentiment and kindness to wanting to test it out for him. I couldn't afford anything for you because of the headset I bought, brother, so I got you these socks instead. I was going to put it in a brown box, but the VR box was already open, torn into, and I didn't want brother thinking it was broken and tampered with. You'd understand, right? Edit. Alright, I didn't know this would blow up. So in the off chance original post does see this up, don't. This isn't advice. It's a fantasy reaction. It's a toxic reaction. It won't solve the problem. Communicate with him on how his actions hurt you, trust issues, betrayal, lying, gaslighting, etc., and maybe get therapy with him. This right here up. It may be petty, but that is completely on him. And when he complains and cries, just say, no offense, you are acting like you came home and saw me with another man or something. A divorce is a lot quicker and less painful than this present war. The divorce paperwork can be wrapped up with the socks. Savage. Another day on Reddit where people give original post crafty advice because they prefer reading sassy revenge porn instead of helping people navigate a relationship in a constructive manner. OMG, you have to do this. Deliciously petty and just what his childish butt deserves. Yes. Go to the dollar store and buy socks. They have bulk bags of them for $1. It'll at most cost you $20, if you have to buy them singly, to fill the box. Make sure to throw his existing socks away as well, so he's only left with those itchy monstrosities. Ideal scenario would be if they were all at Christmas and husband sees the present and gets excited about it. And when it comes the time to open the presents, original post takes the package and while looking her husband is the eyes, he gives it to her brother. My God, so petty. She spent way more than $200. She says she found it for $200 less than usual. Makes it even worse. My son wanted one. The one he really wants is almost $1,000. The one he could live with was $600. He got neither. But he's a good kid, and when I told him they were too expensive, he just went, oh. Okay. His answer was as problematic as his actions. His lie is so ridiculous it goes from 0 to 60. And original post didn't even overreact. She says she was being excessive, but I think her reaction was perfectly reasonable. Not only did he lie, but he tried to shift blame on her? He doesn't deserve that gift. Get him socks and underwear, boring colors and all. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.